first day I moved in and know nobody. Was out in the streets acting stupidly. Not returning home till like 4 in the morning. Me and my boys was just out there rolling. Not having a clue what to freaking do. So I thought to myself, what should I do? Try to change a lot to better myself. So I moved into Daybreak knowing nothing else.
My name is Brian. I used to be a resident at Daybreak, and I've since moved on, obtained a great job, and improved my life in many ways. Prior to coming into Daybreak, I was actually living with a friend in their living room, since the previous arrangement before that with my other roommate didn't work out and we had to move out. It was a new experience for me because I wasn't too motivated before that. I would spend a lot of time, playing video games and just hanging out, not really doing much. Since I haven't had too many adult figures, complete something, follow through with it, and be successful at it, I don't really know what that looks like or how it feels. There was a program in San Francisco called Year Up that offered a 6-month training and 6-month internship. Sometimes I recall that I'd have to wake up around 5:30 to be out of the house by 6:30, catch the first bus, and then catch the second bus, and finally get there around the time that I had to. I actually had a Gatorade bottle that I would fill up with coffee and milk, and I would drink it on the bus. When things were going bad, people would be upset or bothered by it, and that really touched me, that people actually care how things happen and what happens to who. Being here at Daybreak and having the support that I did have, were two really big factors that contributed to me actually finishing something, and it got me a job. I think I've learned to take things seriously and be open to things, be open to people's suggestions, to advice. It's been great. I had a stressful month between the internship and actually getting hired for Wells Fargo. It's more than I could have expected. If I look back 3 years, I would have never predicted, that I'd be working for such a great company and in such a good situation.
My name is Rachel. I'm 19. I graduated the program in April of 2009. Since about the age of 14, I had been in and out of my different parents' house and in and out of different programs, and was really lost at a given point in my life and not really sure where to go and what I was going to be doing with myself. It's really difficult when you come from a background that's abnormal or different from a lot of kids. I didn't want to go to school anymore, and I just didn't really see a whole lot of future and hopes in it. I'd always been going to school or doing things that people told me to do because they said that we're supposed to do it, and that was how it was supposed to be, and to have that group of people backing up saying you can do it, you can go forward with this, and it really motivated me to going to school and to doing something, and now I really enjoy being in school and earning an education. Just having the stability of having a place like this, being able to come home and having meals and having just that feeling of comfort in your life where even though things can be really chaotic, you can always come back. Daybreak definitely helped with life skills that I probably wouldn't have figured out the right way the first time on my own. From something as simple as learning how to cook basic meals to something as complex as making the right decisions in life. It wasn't like living at Daybreak was all the time just, sunshine and clouds, you know. I mean, you really have to, you know, go through the motions, go through the feelings, and I think that over a prolonged period of time of dealing with a lot of the things that I hadn't dealt with prior in my life and knowing that they were okay to deal with them and continue going on. I'm definitely a different person. The majority of it was just figuring out who I was and figuring out where I wanted to be, the things I wanted to do. I had to overcome quite a few different struggles that were a lifelong problem for me that I hadn't really seen or tried to fix before I would either not be able to speak at all about my feelings or what I needed, or it would come across way too strong. So I feel like I'm a lot better at communicating with the world, you know, whether it be a job or social situations. Right now I'm finishing up my prerequisites for the nursing program, which I'll be applying for next year with the state schools. People already have judgments about people who have struggled with being homeless or struggled with addictions or homosexuality or anything of those natures, and to really just give people a second look, because it can happen to anybody at any given point in your life. You may need help, or somebody around you may need help. Programs like this are so beneficial for people, you know, to give people the chance to turn their lives around and to do something good, and in hopes that someday they will provide that same help back to somebody else who needs it.